Next piece I would like to attempt to play for you on the piano is a very well-known piece. Now, the other pieces I'm playing today were revived ones from my college days, or almost revived. But this one I'm going to play for you. I learned just this spring, and I happened to have bought the score in Braille when I first had come to America, but never had studied it. This spring, however, it was my privilege to go to Billy Graham's funeral, which was on March 2nd. Afterward, my friend who was my helper during that funeral service lived not far from Charlotte, and she asked me to come and spend a few days at her and Jim's new home in northern part of South Carolina. Because I thought, well, I don't know when geographically I'd be that close to their home. I thought the Lord would have me go and visit, which I did. During those 3 days visit, we learned some new friends. Nancy's neighbor friends were Leah and Gordon is 86. They love music. The first evening at Nancy's house, we had a get-together where I gave my testimony and played the piano and sang. Then Nancy's neighbor, Leah, and Gordon said, hey, we have a baby grand. Would you come and play at our house tomorrow night? So I did. During that evening, Gordon said, oh, do you know Clair De Lune? It's so pretty. I said, Gordon, I know it's pretty. I've never played it, but I will go home and learn it for you. So that's what I've attempted to do. Now, in my story for life is that God is faithful. He is the creator. He created the great light, the sun for day and moon for night, seasons and signs and so forth. But the principle I'd like to emphasize before this song is that even though it's such a well-known piece, and I don't know, so far I haven't played any piece perfect yet today, but the principle is about the time I think, whew, I got past that hard passage, then goof on the next passage. And what I think of is 1 Corinthians 10:12, where it says, let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. In other words, the whole life is one of faith, one small step at a time. And it's a wonderful way to serve the Lord with music and to make his people happy and to think about music, because every good gift comes from God, and real music is a good gift from God. I was born into a Buddhist home, lost my sight looking at a bomb in the Korean War when I was 3. Then, because life was so hopeless, Daddy threw my baby sister, about 2 years old, and me, about 3 years old, into a river to drown for quick death instead of slowly starving to death. We figure in the recent years that I probably didn't have enough sense to close my eyes in that river, and that's when germs probably got in. So this eye began to swell when the sun would come out right after that. Missionaries took me into their orphanage, put me in the hospital. That's the first bed I ever saw, was when I was put in the hospital to get my eye taken out. When I woke up, they had taken both out. But, little children, when I open my eyes, they'll say, oh, Miss Kim, I think you can see a little bit now. Your eyes are open. And I say to them, these are play eyes, plastic eyes. They just look real. They don't work. But only God can make them work. But I'm not going to sit around and wait for God to make them work or give new eyes. With what we have, we serve the Lord. And so this piece I'm going to play is for all of us who love pretty songs, but especially for my new friend. He's English, living in South Carolina, and his name Gordon, his wife is Leah. This is Clair De Lune by Debussy.